political opinions without harassment and jail time. That is liberty. When parents don't have to wait hours in line for rice and beans to feed their starving children, that is liberty. When the dying communist regime breathes its last breath, that is liberty for the Cuban people.
Yeah.
My fellow citizens, to Americans out there, it is our duty. We have a duty to help our neighbors. Our honor is at stake. It is our country that must come to their honor. Country, three words that frame our freedom, gives hope to the people of Cuba. God bless this great country, and God bless the Cuban people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. You know, I'm Maria Salazar. I represent the city of Miami. The heart of the Cuban exile community. I thank all of you. If you come from my district, I thank my fellow congressmen and congresswomen who have been here with all of you. And this is a fight that we will win. And I'm going to repeat the same thing that I have said over and over again, which has been echoed by my friends here, my colleagues in Congress. We need two things. We need leadership from the Biden administration, and we need connectivity. Cuba needs internet. And why? This doesn't cost anything. Leadership and connectivity doesn't cost anything. Leadership is for the Biden administration to prove to the rest of the world that they can lead this charge and they can rally the international community around something that is decent, that is noble, that is correct, to help the Cuban people obtain their freedom. And number two, connectivity, internet. And why this is so important? Because everything in July 11th started because someone in a remote town in Cuba was doing a Facebook Live, and then the rest of the island saw it, and then it spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
The Cuban people need to communicate among themselves, A, and B, rally others to go into the streets. Let's help them have their future in their own hands. Let them decide if they want to go out on the street and be butchered and to be beaten and to be tortured. That's their decision. But we need to help them. And the Biden administration, as a commissioner for the FCC just said, only needs to say yes, give the green light to connectivity. We, the United States, we have the technology. All we need is the political willingness from the White House.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That doesn't cost money. That doesn't cost anything. That only costs. So I am once again sending a message to President Biden. In the name of God, the God that you believe in, we ask you to just say yes to that technology coming from the DOD, coming from the private sector. It doesn't matter. We just need the Cubans to know that they are not alone, that they can go out into the streets and the rest of the world will see how they're being butchered. But it doesn't matter. It's their decision. We only need to support them, and they will write their own history. So it's in Biden's hand. And we thank you if you do it, because history will reward you. We do not want this to be another Bay of Pigs. This Democratic administration has the possibility of redressing that horrible moment in history by now giving the Cubans what they want, which is what they wanted, freedom. Thank you.
Because with freedom we have everything. Without it we have nothing.
That's right.
And that's what we ask.
My name is Alex Mooney. I represent West Virginia's 2nd District. My mother, Lala Suarez, came from Cuba when she was 20 years old. Mom's sitting over there right now joining us in this rally.
Really good.
She did spend 7 weeks in prison, in a communist prison in 1961. So, as you know, I'm not going to repeat what my colleagues have said. Obviously, freedom is important. What many people don't realize in this country and around the world is we have freedoms that they don't enjoy in these communist countries. The freedom right here to have a rally, the freedom to protest, freedom of speech, even the freedom to vote with more than one candidate who didn't get 100% of the vote. They don't enjoy those freedoms in Cuba. Right now, these brave people who have protested in Cuba have been generally arrested and put in jail for a year, and then when Cuba hopes the world's not looking, they'll add another 5 years to the prison sentence. So we are watching. and we need to do everything within our power here. I agree with a lot of Biden's words, but what we need to see from President Biden is some really concrete actions to help the people of Cuba become free. So with that, God bless you for coming, and let's keep this fight up.
You know, thanks, Matt. My name is Pat Fallon. I represent the 4th District of Texas. And I grew up in the People's Republic of Massachusetts. I sought political asylum in the Lone Star State. So you may ask yourself, it's a fair question. A lot of people up here either represent Miami or have Cuban ancestry. So what is this Irish, Italian, conservative, who grew up in Massachusetts, now represent Texas, here right now? Because I speak freedom.
Yeah!
Because freedom is a concept that is universal.
Yeah!
Because it's a gift from God, the Almighty, life. It's a gift not to a government, not to a group or any other person. It's a gift that the Almighty gave to you and to great Americans like Mercedes and Matt Schlapp, who organize this, who are literally doing God's work here on earth. Yeah. Free will.